Hello, this is Bill Zoller with the Wellness Warriors Ministry, and today we're going to have a brief video about the topic of sleep because it is one of the core factors that we look at in the prevention of chronic disease. So I want to say a couple of things about sleep stages. Alpha, theta, and delta sleep are all progressive states of expanded awareness. The beta stage is a conscious level of mind. Alpha and theta form a subconscious area in the mind's operation, and delta is an unconscious region of thought activity. We look at delta sleep as deep sleep and very desirable, and we like to avoid things that compromise deep sleep. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, is similar to waking sleep and has a combination of alpha, beta, and what we call dysynchronous waves. This is the stage of sleep most associated with dreaming and rapid eye movements and loss of muscle tone, almost paralysis. A word about sleep studies. What are some of the indications that you need to have a sleep study? Perhaps things like snoring, excessive daytime sleepiness, being tired and unrefreshed on awakening, being overweight might be an indication. Tossing and turning too much in your sleep, and waking up, especially waking up choking or gasping for breath, is a serious indication for getting a sleep study. Medications and sleeping pills widely prescribed. The use of prescription sleeping pills rose 54% from 2004 to 2008. They have a lot of risks associated with them, including psychological and physical dependency. And this applies to prescription drugs and over-the-counter sleep preparations. One of the over-the-counter preparations are antihistamines, which cause drowsiness. They can reduce the quality of your sleep and cause next-day drowsiness, dry mouth, and blurred vision. And we need to be aware that sleeping pills do not treat the cause of sleep problems. There are some supplements like valerian root that may improve the quality of sleep, and also melatonin, a natural sleep hormone that might be very good, especially for older adults. A 2012 study compared people who took no sleep medications with those who averaged about 8 pills a year, only 8 pills a year, and those taking the pills had a significant increased risk of death within the following 2.5 years. So what are some of the issues that could cause sleep apnea, this interruption of breathing when we're sleeping? Well, it's things like being overweight, smoking, using too many pillows, and snoring. Statistically, 63% of American adults report that their sleep needs are not being met, 63%. And 43% report that on weeknights they rarely or never get a good night's sleep. Sleep deficit, not getting enough sleep, has a lot of implications because it impairs learning ability. It causes faster aging of the brain, a very serious issue, causes impaired work performance, and driving is related to overeating and obesity, elevated cholesterol, and an increased risk of diabetes and high blood pressure. Also, sleep deficits can negatively affect our appearance and our emotional states, causing irascibility and causing perhaps grumpiness. There are a group of people, because of genetics, of 3 different genetic syndromes who can get by, it seems like, on 5 or 6 hours of sleep and do quite well, but most people cannot. They need perhaps 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. The benefits of getting good sleep are many. We stabilize newly formed memories during sleep, and so sleep promotes learning and cognitive performance the next day. Sleep is also very essential and critically important for our immune system, and it is our immune system, we believe, that mostly insulates us from many of the chronic diseases that we suffer from in the Western world. To improve sleep quality, we recommend avoiding the use of electronic devices like computers and cell phones and so on at night, because they emit blue light, which dampens or suppresses melatonin production. We recommend making your sleep environment as dark as possible because that promotes melatonin production. Sleep on a consistent schedule. Don't wake up to an alarm clock unless you must. It can rob you of valuable REM sleep. When you wake naturally, your body prepares you during the final sleep cycles by shifting hormone production and reducing melatonin and increasing cortisol, which helps you to become alert. We recommend minimizing noise in your sleep environment, avoiding alcohol and caffeine use, and even exercising rigorously if possible, because it promotes healthy sleep. Sleep at a comfortable but cooler temperature. Anything over about 75 degrees we think is too warm, and trapping in excess heat with extra blankets may be disruptive of quality sleep. Following a high nutrient diet, that is plant foods, appears to help with good sleep. Tart cherry juice has a natural source of melatonin and may be something we would want to add to help our sleep quality. In one study, those who went from sleeping 6 hours a night to 7 hours a night had just consumed a couple of kiwi fruit. So these fruits help improve the sleep onset, sleep duration, and sleep efficiency. We want to be sure that we have an adequate omega-3 fatty acids on board in our system, and we can do that with wonderful foods that we eat, or we can take a supplement. We recommend not using fish oil because it tends to be contaminated, but instead using a laboratory harvested algae-based omega-3 supplement. A complete sleep cycle is 1.5 hours long, so attempt to sleep in multiples of 1.5 hours. I sleep from 8 o'clock at night until 3:30 in the morning. That's 7.5 hours, or 5 sleep cycles. Finally, I wanted to just say a word about naps. The longest lived people in the world, these people groups who live to be 100, 110, 115, 120 years old without disease, often take naps. And so 15 minutes to 60 minutes might be a healthy nap. It boosts memory and lowers blood pressure. So we hope that today this information about sleep is useful to you. Stay in touch with us on our website at mywellnesswarriors.com, and link up with us on Facebook at William Zoller. Friend us if you would like to. Thank you for being with us.